There's just going to be a couple of the other people here that are also just Phoenix Home Care recruiters. Okay. So I'm glad that we were able to take some time out today to actually meet. My name is Kevin Wilson. I am a software sales manager here at CareerBuilder. Now, I've been with CareerBuilder for the last 2 years, specifically in our healthcare vertical. I work with a number of home health organizations just like yours. In fact, I work specifically with one called AlterCare. Now, they are based out of Ohio, and they have a very similar issues and challenges that currently Phoenix Home Care is facing. Right now, they too are facing roughly about $1 million in overtime costs. They also were looking to reduce their time of hire and onboarding and also increase their efficiency since they are spread out over the state of Ohio. Now, what we were able to do is implement these software solutions that I'm going to be showing you today, and in that time period, over the last year, we've been able to reduce their costs by roughly 10%, reduce their time of hire by from 3 months down to 1 month, and also increase their efficiencies as well, since they are spread out and centralize their entire recruitment process. What I'd like to do today is show you our software solution, and if this is something that you believe that will benefit the organization, we can always talk about next steps, such as the investment and rollout, as well as the overall the product demonstration as well. I do want to currently just discuss a couple things right off the bat. The current challenges and strategy that you're facing today, why isn't it working? What's the issue? Why are we having some of these problems? Also, what can we do differently? And then, of course, the phases of the process if you do deem this to be beneficial to the organization. Now, after speaking with some of the recruiters, as well as Michelle, your Human Resources Director, Gwen, we came to determine that you too have roughly about a $1 million cost annually for your overtime. You have, right now, it's anywhere between 3 to 4 months hire cycle, as well as onboarding, because you, as the organization, have to train everybody that comes in as a direct supports professional. And then also, you just want to increase your efficiencies, centralize everything since it is spread out over 18 locations throughout the state of Missouri. Now, currently what you're doing, as discussed, is you're spending quite a bit of money on newspapers and local pen and savers. You're looking at your free websites, as well as tracking this via email, Excel, and also file cabinets. Now, this would be great and would work fine if we were back in 2008 during the recession, when we were getting applications and resumes hand over fist. However, the recruitment landscape and unemployment has changed dramatically. Currently, we're at a 15-year low, all right, which means people are back to work. That's great for us as an economy, but you as recruiters and as an organization, it makes it very, very difficult to recruit. Why? Because, again, people are back to work. There's just less talent available. Right now, unemployment is at 5%, and in healthcare, it's even worse than that at 3%. Also, for you as recruiters, this also makes it very difficult. Why? Because you're currently you don't have the readily data and analytics that are able to let you know what is your return on your investment right now, what is working for the organization. Also, because you're spending so much time trying to hire for these people, you're unable to pipeline for the positions that you currently have open throughout the 18 locations in Missouri. Well, the big question is, why CareerBuilder? Why are you talking to me today? Well, CareerBuilder has over 20 years experience. Right now, we work with 92% of over the Fortune 1000 in our country today. Now, we also have global communications in in 30 languages, as well as over 1,000 career sites worldwide. Now, before I just jump into this solution real quick, I want to ask you all a question. How many people here have a smartphone? Okay, now that's great. I do too, right here in my pocket. Now, what are some of the things that you do on a smartphone?
Email.
Email?
Listen to music.
Listen to music?
Internet.
Right. All from one centralized location, like an iPhone. Well, that's essentially what we want to do today. We want to bring this all into one centralized location. We want to take the advertising, we want to take the technology, and essentially we want to fuse them together to help create those efficiencies. We want to make sure that throughout that process, we're able to get the exposure that the organization needs in order to pipeline. So you're able to fill those open positions, reduce that time of hire, and overall reduce the overtime costs that are affecting your company so dramatically. So the talent stream recruit, what we're going to be able to do, what we do better. We increase the candidate experience, also the recruiter experience, and not only do we give you the data and analytics to let you know what's working, what we can do now, but we also want to make sure that we are able to project for the future so you're getting the return on the investment that you're entitled to. How are we going to do that? Well, we're going to give an easy way for people to knock at your door, which is essentially your career site. Okay? We're going to give them an easy way to apply. But if they're only a passive job seeker and they're not ready to apply right now, we want to give them a way where they can just drop off their information. So what we can do is re-engage with them periodically and make sure that when those passive job seekers are also wanting to move and take that next jump to the next organization, that your organization is top of mind. Now, just like we were talking about with your mobile devices, we're finding that over 50% of our traffic is through smartphones and tablets. Well, we want to make this mobilely accessible to make it easy for that job seeker to drop off that information or submit that resume. We also want to make it easy for the recruiters. Okay? So what we're going to be able to do is give a centralized process. So not only do we want to make you, allow you an easy way to distribute those jobs out to your niche job sites and also those free local websites that you use as well as Career Builder, we want to make that easy in just one touch to get that opportunity out so we can put time back in your day. What we also want to do is make it easy for all the people that have already knocked at your door and said, hey, I'm interested in your organization. We want to make it easy to search so you're not always having to spend those dollars on those advertisements. You can go ahead and search that database that's already there for you. We also make sure that you're able to do resume sourcing. We also want to create a workflow that is customizable to your organization, something that works for you in those 18 locations spread out in Missouri, so we can increase those efficiencies and again increase that end-all be-all bottom line. We also have referral tools within this, so we can make this a much easier process for the entire organization. We also want to give you that data. Well, what does the data mean? It means you can project for now, it can project for the future. We also want to make sure that we're giving all of the tools for your recruiters to increase their own performances. We want to make them work more efficiently, which again increases those bottom lines. Last but not least, we want to make sure that you're getting the return on the investment that you're using with us. We want to make sure that it is it's quantifiable so you can see it in real time and in real numbers how this is working day over day, month over month, and year over year. So the platform benefits, again, we want to give you that comprehensive solution, that one spot, just like your smartphone. So where everything is in one location, where you're able to not only utilize a company that has over 20 years of experience, want to make it more intuitive for your recruiters, we want to give you the analytics, again, for the future investment of your own company and the job seekers that are coming to it. What we're asking for is a simple 2-year agreement. We want to make sure that we're able to provide that data and analytics over a period of time where we can actually show that return on the investment. What we're doing is we're going to be asking you for $5,000 per month. Now, do you think that $5,000 a month can yield $100,000 to $200,000 for the next 2 years? Would that be something that you would move forward with? Yes? Yeah. Excellent. Well, if that is the case, then what I'd like to do is go ahead and today schedule a product demonstration with you and your team for next Thursday at 2:30 p.m. Be here.